I needed a quick break there. I pulled like 1,200 at the top of deadlift, so I needed to survive.
Why don't you do that when you're in class with us?
Why would I? Because that it requires total concentration and effort. I can't be doing a class with you and doing 1,200 pounds. I have to be concentrating on what I'm doing
Well,
before I blow up my back.
we like to watch you suffer too, That way, me and Karen, we'd be able to take more rest while we watch you.
We can't hear you, Karen. All we see is just like fancy. Yeah, just keep on working out. You're working out. Working out. All we see is fanciness. Like just fancy. There's no. She's not sweating. The world is perfect. Running through a field of flowers. Everything's beautiful. This is the part of the commercial where they put results will vary. You're not gonna get these results.
And then she looks at the camera.
Camera. The wind blows. The hair blows. I'm here. Then they give you the background. The rest of you will die. You will feel that. They always tell you all these other horrible things. You will grow two heads. Man, Karen's going all out here. Karen, remember to make it look like it's hard.
I'm going heavy today.
It's not.
I can survive. I think I need a rest.
Awesome. Good work. It hurts there. You're telling us something. I don't know. What happened, Karen? No, we can't hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, my fingernails are digging into my legs.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. That's why I eat my fingernails. I got none, so it doesn't happen to me. Tracy, you're looking more fit every day. Man, those shoulders, those arms, look at that. Good.
Oh my God.
Good. Ready, Tracy?
Oh.
Good, good. Come on. Ready, Karen?
No.
No? Tracy, you needed to take longer. Karen's not ready.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Take your time, Karen.
That's
Oh.
what she, that's what she's hoping you would do.
Oh. Actually, Mikkel,
Mm.
the reps are getting higher with that move compared to when
At first,
started. Oh. Oh. Jeez.
good, good, good.
Oh.
Ready, Tracy?
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough chalk on, but. Oh my God.
Oh.
Tell her she's not taking Linus.
Oh.
Uh,
Beautiful form. My gosh.
Oh my God. Oh.
Good.
Oh.
Come on, Tracy.
Oh.
There's no crying here.
Oh. You know,
How you feel?
with that exercise, it pushes so much into your
Uh-huh.
zone. It's like it'd be nice if it would the belt would flare out at that point, so it's not digging into your.
What a shocking surprise that my belt will do that.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yes. My belt is built like that.
As I was doing now, and I feel like I could have done more, except for the fact it was hurting so bad.
That's the first thing I did for when I made the belt is make sure that it flares outward, is
Good.
wider, so that and it has more padding.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Because if not, that digs into your skin when it actually gets heavy. And you guys are not doing heavy. When you're trying to do elite band plus other things, the amount of pain that it digs, it just stops you from doing it because it's cutting into your circulation in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's how Tracy cleans the wall in that spot with her head. She's remembering how her mom put her in timeout in the corner all the time. She just did not stop talking and messing around. Go to the corner. Do some calf raises.
I mean, it's the hardest part is getting up to position with the belts, the bands. I mean, I'm doing the light gray now, but just getting to the standing position is work.
Well, yeah, of course. Because that's why when you go to a gym and you load weight, you load it on the top and you lower it.
Yeah,
Right? Because
right.
it's always a lot easier. Yeah, like it is. Remember, that means you're loading the strong position. Your body is able to hold weight standing easily.
Yeah,
Then obviously, if you put too much, you put it and you can't come back up because you're in the weak position. You can't. So you're basically doing the same thing. Remember, regardless, if you put heavy enough in the bands, that means there's a lot of load at the bottom. Now, can you get out of there? That's hard.
yeah,
You think, well, if I could get up, I'm able to do at least partial, but that's the hard part. That's why you got to train slowly, little bit by little bit, to get out from the bottom with more and more tension. Because the strong part or the actual strength, you want to show strength, get out of the bottom.
yeah,
Any fool could carry weight at the top, right?
yeah.
That's the way that you're made to hold weight. But getting out from the bottom of weight, that's the hard part.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
where the actual exercise is at. The actual exercise is at, can you push at the bottom? Remember, once you're at the top, your body is in a better angle. In other words, at the bottom, it's your muscle doing it. At the
hmm,
top, it's a combination of leverage and angles that is allowing you to hold that tension. So, in other words, the closer you get to the top, even though with a band, you're stretching more weight, your body is in a position where you're actually taking off weight from your actual muscles. That once you reach lockout, your whole body's holding the weight, but your muscles not doing anything anymore.
right.
So
Yeah,
your body, you notice that's why in gyms you throw up the weight in this. You want to get up as quickly as possible. Once you're standing up, even if you're standing up with the squat, you're like, oh, I could breathe up here. Because you're standing. Your
right.
body's not holding anything. Even though your body's holding that tension and there's more tension at the top, you're not doing that. Try to stay at the bottom and breathe.
No, yeah,
Oh,
no,
now you're actually working, even though
right.
there's less tension down there. But that's where your muscle is actually working on its own. So I don't
Okay.
understand why everybody's at a rush to get to the top.
Mm,
You got to work at the bottom. Forget the
right.
top. The top is almost irrelevant.
Now I have another question. When I'm doing my deadlifts, I'm using the red band, red and orange, the short one. I just bought a new one because the other one was shredding,
Uh-huh.
and this one started to shred too. So, what would you recommend to do instead of the short red and orange for that? Because I
What
don't
do
know.
what you want more tension?
No, I want the same tension. It's just the red one doesn't seem to hold up. It keeps shredding, and so
Um, I would use can you already use the white
I can use the white.
short?
Yeah, eat what that white short.
Yeah, you shorten the white.
Yeah, well, I hate shortening. They're such a pain to put those extra little things on the end.
Until you get my hooks, then you could just leave the hooks.
Okay.
What plate are you using, Karen?
I have both. I have the old one and the new one, but you can see it shredding each time I.
But they're the plates, right?
Yes, the X3
Do you
plate. Yeah,
have the plastic plate?
I have the plastic one and the
Then
metal
then
one.
use the plastic plate for that.
I do that.
Because you're not lifting so much tension that it matters. Use the plastic plate. The plastic plate's not gonna bend on with that little amount
No,
of tension.
it's not. It's just the band. It's not a quality
Yeah, but I
that.
think with the plastic plate, it won't shred as much.
Okay.
It shouldn't shred as much with the plastic one. If it
Okay.
does, I know sometimes the thing is that the serious steel bands sometimes are good. Sometimes they do tend to shred more.
Yeah.
All right, they do tend to shred more. They're not as good quality.
Yeah. I
Your
All
agree.
plate
right,
correct that, right, Mikkel?
huh?
Your new plate should help with all that, right?
Well, if your band sucks, your band sucks. It's just as simple as that. It's not that the plate itself is gonna. Some bands, when they get friction or whatever, they start like peeling, 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 peeling. Right? There's not much you're gonna do with that.
Yeah.
It's the actual serious steel bands. You'll notice that they'll peel a lot more than the X3 bands will.
Yeah. Definitely.
They're just a little more. I don't know. There's something more. They're more soft or something about them.
Lower quality.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay.
That's
I'll
why they
work.
sell them so cheap, right? I mean, they are
Yeah.
relatively cheap compared to other bands.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you're getting. Cheap implies you're gonna buy it again in a year. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. This is people. This is not weights where you grab and throw it on your head and that thing doesn't break. They're bands.
I'm wondering because those 34-inch bands that he's coming out with would probably be better, but yet at the same time, those are still longer than the 32. So we're
Well, what someone's 32, you might they might come out. I already ordered two of them, so I'm waiting to see what they are.
Yeah. If you put this on the bottom, on top of the plate, then you would be more like a.
Then you would have noticed exactly. You would have noticed the difference. And he says 34, and then when you might put it next to a 32-inch band, and it might be the same size. You never know. You
but
gotta see.
your
Yeah.
hook is able to shorten them. So then those might be better quality, Karen, to get than the serious steel with Mikkel's hooks, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll check into that. Yeah, that might be better. Okay. Problem
Well, the
solved.
thing with the hooks is that the hooks you could actually leave them on the bar. You don't have to take
Okay.
them off and on. I still use the regular part and still use the hook part. So you could use it to shorten, you could use it to extend, or just they could be there and you're still putting it in the regular size hook so it doesn't interfere. You could still use the bar like it is, the hooks where they're at. You could use the other bottom hooks or you could use it to shorten while not having to take them off and on.
Okay.
That'll be
Huh?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get to work, Mikkel. My God.
Well, I told as the factory said, I'm waiting for these things myself. And then every time I get one, I go, I gotta change this because it needs a little something else.
You're
Well,
I'm very
perfect.
picky about what it wanted. I wanted it to work, and
That's
and
good.
yeah, it works perfect now. In fact, I'm going to show it with a professional rugby player that's here right now. That's huge, and exactly what it needs for is that he's so huge that when you try to wrap the bands around him, it literally looks like he's a little kid. That the band, even the elite band, which is long and big, there's no way he's gonna fit it. So now with the extenders, it extends it, and he's able to, even with that, it's stuck on his chest like a little toy. And
Karen,
how he's able to push that out of there with that stuck on his chest because he's strong as heck, this guy. But that's why the extenders exist. But the thing is that I needed to. There's something about it that I'm changing so that you cannot have hooks that hang and are if the hook is here, the other one cannot be here. I know it looks like a simple thing, but it isn't. The hook itself has to be here. So
Yeah.
the X3 hook has to be here, and the other hook has to be off to the side. Why is that? Because if you grab, I don't know, the wider you grab the bar, you will feel like the hook is hitting your side of your hand, especially with heavy bands if you're
Yeah.
big, right? So now if you extend the hook and put it further back here on big people, that's gonna drive into their wrists and into the way, even though it might not seem so. Once you're doing really heavy bands, these little minor things start digging into you and they hurt like hell because you cannot keep your wrist completely straight. They have to be flared out a bit, and that flared out a bit makes the hook hit you. So now, how do you design a hook that, remember, when you're pulling tension, automatically the tension wants to go straight down, not that I'm here, because if the band's out here, it's gonna pull this way,
Mm-hmm.
digging into the skin. So you got to design it in a way. How is it gonna stay out, flare out a bit? It is a
Yeah.
lot harder than it looks
Yeah. That's a
to
lot
come
of
up with it little bit by little bit by little bit, and tweaking and tweaking and telling them, hey, redo it, and now we're gonna do this, and they're like, how many times are you gonna do this? We're gonna do it again until it's the way it needs to be,
right.
because it has to sit in a certain way so that people won't hurt their hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems easy enough, but it isn't.
No, I get that. Yeah. But
Right?
we'll have it eventually, though. Be perfect.
Oh, right now it's working perfect for everything. And like I said, he did it. But I know for a fact that some people are gonna go, well, but it
Mm,
cannot dig into your hand because
yeah.
it will. People will hold at an angle, and that thing is gonna be like right here, stuck to you, and that hurts.
Yeah. Because you're. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, because your hands are like that, so the
Yeah.
hook itself has to be like this,
Yeah.
and it's a lot harder to do than you would think. Because when you're holding a device, remember the tension when you, this thing is a slide on, right, that you go like this. How does that stay outward? There's ways to do it, but it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do it, but it's getting there,
Yeah.
Awesome.
little bit by little bit. All right,
All right.
Okay.
see you ladies tomorrow.
All right.
Bye bye.
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 Thank you.